Hi, Degor73. Thank you so much for your notes. I really appreciate it. You asked me several questions, so I'm going to try to answer them as best as I can. Would Cubans be better off today if the embargo would have never been placed on them? Absolutely, they would have been better off. But again, like I've said before, the Castros were not communists, they weren't Marxists, they weren't socialists. They were basically hoarders, they were criminals, and they were thugs. And what they did was that they expropriated everything from everyone who had any sort of wealth and hoarded it for themselves, just like you wrote. They were hoarders. They didn't take the communistic model or the commune model and take everything from everyone and every corporation and then spread that out amongst the commune, the community. That was the communistic model. They didn't do that. They took everything and they kept it for themselves. What's interesting about the embargo is that a lot of people don't know that it happened in 4 parts. The embargo you've got to think of like a cancer that is spreading throughout your body slowly, but it's taking it over completely. We started embargoing Cuba with Fulgencio Batista, which was the duly elected president of the country, who then became a tyrannical dictator who the United States had placed in, turned against them, and they wanted to get rid of him. So they started the embargo in 1958. No arms to Cuba, because they wanted to break the guy. In 1958, that starts. In 1960, they add to it. In 1962, they add more to the embargo. And in 1999, Clinton adds even more to the embargo. So the embargo goes from no arms to, because you expropriated U.S. companies, we've got to charge you for everything that you took from United Fruit and Sugar, Chiquita Banana, Exxon, Coca-Cola, all those companies that were there that lost their buildings, their manufacturing, everything to Fidel Castro who took it. Those companies wanted their money back, and since Castro wasn't going to pay them back, we added more to the embargo. No trade with Cuba. Then we figure out that, oh, by the way, he's got nuclear missiles pointed right at the United States of America, and he's only 90 miles away, so that's kind of a little bit of a problem. So we add more to the embargo. And then the companies say, okay, since we're not getting paid, we don't want anybody to trade with them. So at that point, the United States embargo is you can't trade with or out of Cuba in any way, shape, or form. And if you're an American company or you have an American subsidiary company anywhere in the world, those companies cannot trade with Cuba in any way, shape, or form. So Cuba becomes a true economic island. Nobody can trade in, they can't trade out. And in 1999, the embargo expands by Clinton for foreign subsidiaries. So if Coca-Cola had a foreign subsidiary in Venezuela, the Venezuelan Coca-Cola company could not trade with Cuba. The only thing the embargo allows for is trade of food and medicine into and out of Cuba. So we're talking about an embargo that's 63 years old and has grown and metastasized. You tell me, is it worth it?